Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. This is Shayla Aminra here again for another Colored Girls Convos. And today we are speaking with
Christina May.
All right, Christina May. And I'm loving this already.
Thank you.
All right, Christina May. So can you just tell us where you're from?
I was born in D.C., raised in Baltimore. And I've been in Philly, and then I went to school in Philadelphia. And then I was like a nomad trying to figure out where I was. And now I'm in Philly now. So I find Philly's my home.
I'm going to jump into it. So can you show us what the one item is you cannot live without as a colored girl? And just tell us why.
Water. And I say water because I'm filled with water. And I find that when I'm not drinking water or in the flow of who I am, things get really I get sick and things get really inconsistent. So at first I was gonna say a mirror, but I was like, no, I cannot live without water. Mm-hmm. And a lot of times as a colored girl, water is refreshment. Water is soothing our souls. Water is the thing that hydrates us and keeps us in the flow. So, and when you're abundant, the streams of you are just flowing through. They're not going everywhere. So to me, water, as far as my body, it hydrates me. It keeps me cool when it's hot. When I'm thirsty, it's there for me. And for my mind, it keeps me clear. It's a way of channeling all the things that bump into me. And for my spirit, it's something that I always want to keep in focus and in alignment.
What type of advice would you offer another colored girl, and I would say specifically another colored girl who's looking to get into the field that you're into? And can you just explain about your field too, what you're doing, because we didn't even do that.
I consider myself a lover, an artist, and educator.
Right.
So I live to love, create, and inspire. So my expertise is in theater, performance, and acting. I really want to be an advocate for art and artists. So I really feel this is the thing that I don't think people hear enough. And I feel like being a colored girl is a crown. It's a jewel that gives you a sense of essence and spice. And if you are a colored girl and you're like, I want to do art, or I want to create, or I want to be a theater or an acting, the best thing you can do is to embrace who you are. Because it took a long time for me to be like, wait a minute, I have value, I have worth, that my energy and my ability is excellent and extraordinary. And I think there's a thing that oh, you're a colored girl, you don't deserve a seat at the table. Or I'm like, no, I deserve a seat. This is my seat at the table. I don't need to ask for the seat. It's my seat. And that my energy and my color and my light is enough. So find that, because then when you find that, it's you can go in any atmosphere and any open door, and if somebody does come at you, it shows you their limitation, not yours, because everybody has their path. Mm-hmm. And if I'm on my path, I can celebrate my color girl on the side, you on your path too, we winning. Mm-hmm. Versus being oh, what you doing, you know what I'm saying? Yeah,
and then it helps us get there just that much better. Yeah,
and it's not only our fault, but it's a systemized way of thinking. Mm-hmm. That question, I never was allowed to have that crutch of my race or my sex or my preferences to be something that I was able to be because of this I can't. Okay. I was always told no, because you are a colored girl, it makes you special. Because you are a colored girl, use it. Nobody is going to validate you. You have to validate yourself.
It's interesting you said that. I wanted to jump in. You said you never felt this crutch you felt that being a colored girl was a crutch. Can you just talk about that a little bit? Because I do know a lot of young women that I've spoken to who they feel that they can't do because they're a colored girl, or because they're a girl in general.
I feel like that is something that is taught. Just be male, in a male-dominated society, mm-hmm. where the female is second best, and then the female of color is even below that. So I didn't have this already. It took a lot of work in deprogramming.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It takes time. The person you see in front of you today has been cultivating from the time that I was born. I had an amazing father. I had my mom. I had godmoms and aunties and grandmothers who kind of told me I was lovely, but I didn't believe it for myself.
Okay.
So I think I think it's the self-care or the self-awareness, and to like, we're so hard on ourselves as color girls. Like, we do one thing and we like completely like lash out, and it's like this life is an adventure. It's a journey, and I'm gonna mess up. And I had to learn to be okay with the parts of me that I really didn't like, and the parts I still don't like, and be like, okay, these are areas that I need to grow in, and cultivating a space like the Color Girls Museum, boom, that like celebrates you taking time.
So what would be some advice? Do you have anything specifically you would all like to offer? You would say to like a younger you, or just anyone who's looking to branch into what you're trying to do?
I would say, don't try to please everybody. Learn to please yourself.
Perfect.
That's exactly what I would say.
So I guess my next question, because this has been awesome just for me to listen to. I needed it this morning, so thank you.
Awesome. Thank you.
If money were no object, what would you do with yourself?
Oh, sweetheart, I think about this all the time. Like, this is like a thing, because like, you know, I plan on it, because I hope to manifest that reality.
Yes.
I want to illuminate spaces where artists and creative beings have a place in society. Okay. I always felt like when you're an artist, like you go to school, you don't really fit in. I didn't really do, because you're a creative being. So I would build, because I believe that light and dark can exist in the same realm. So like the systemized, like I would just build. I would build and create spaces. I would give, because the artist is a person that like, they give of and then they always looking for the next thing. So it's like, it's almost like you're addict of a gig. It's like, oh, I got a gig, I'm getting this, and then you go to a system where it's unstable. I would be like the like the benefactor. Yes, like a holistic philanthropist.
Gotcha.
So I'm all about the karmic free wealth.
All right, well, artist right here.
It's happening. But that's what I would do. I would do that, and I would just live a life of abundance and giving, and just creating and making sure that all my color girls here in the far don't have to like work so hard and change the dynamic that we aren't. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Amen. All right. I'm loving this. So, who would you say would be two people, whether they're here or they passed on, who you would love to have brunch with, and why?
I would love to have brunch with my dad, because my dad was like, to me, when he transitioned, and it'll be 10 years in November, it was a catalyst.
Aww, sorry to hear.
Oh no, it's all good. It was a catalyst for me being who I am today. Okay. And it would be like to have brunch with him and to sit down and just see things from where he is now as one of my spirit guides would be very informative. Who else would I love to have brunch with? I would love to have a conversation with I'm gonna just go with my gut, Maya Angelou, and Dr. Maya, because I just think she's epic. And maybe like the Queen of Sheba.
Oh, all right.
Just be like, you ran that thing. Like people was giving you their supply. Like they was giving you the spoils. You was just like, Solomon was all up in the juices. Like Queen of Sheba was that queen, and I'm like, queen, like tell me the things.
If your question would be, what's something that you're working on right now that you're really passionate about?
So currently, when is this going out?
In about a few weeks.
Okay, great. So currently I am a part of this project called Theater in the X, and they're doing a show called Running Numbers. Running Numbers is a play by an amazing color girl, Cheyenne Barboza.
Okay.
And it's about a young man who's trying to get financial aid, and he can't get the financial aid he needs to go to college. He's smart, he's intelligent, and you see how the forces. So Theater X I'm really passionate about, because Carlo Campbell, Lanish Miller White, an amazing color girl, and Walter De Shields, they decided that they would go in Malcolm X Park and create theater, for the community. So yeah, you can. I'm on Facebook, Christina.
Yeah, I will put all the information for this down here so you guys can check it out.
So Theater in the X, that's happening I believe at 5 o'clock. But just come. It's a fun, good time. Bring a picnic. So I'm really excited about that. I'm excited about Theater in the X and what they're creating and what they're building for black people in the community. It's like create your own if you can. And then once you get that illumination, then they'll jump on the bandwagon.
Okay, cool. Well, thank you for sharing all of this. We're getting a lot. Oh, I'm not done.
Okay,
I'm not done. I got one more question. I always like to ask people, what would be one news headline you would love to see featuring another colored girl? Like the sky universe is the limit. One news headline.
Black women transcend artistic boundaries. That would be the headline. Especially black actresses. They transcend artistic boundaries.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I think that is it for me.
Thank you
so
so
this
much.
has been another Color Girl Convos with me, Shayla and Minra, and I have to pop in.
Oh,
and say
pop
hi.
in.
Hey.
Listen. Can you follow her? Follow what she's doing. Come here. No, sit on down. You can't be cute.
Okay.
This queen right here is beautiful.
Get my phone.
She's epic. She like
seriously,
because you go off the energy.
Thank you.
And like we met at the Diva Girls, and we were like, yes, Diva Girls. And so follow her.
Yes, and follow her. Yes, amazing.
I'll be around. I'll be
beautiful.
popping up and illuminating.
Girl, look, you are doing your thing.
Listen.
And we know some people too
Exactly.
in the same club. So we're gonna talk. But let's get off this camera. So this has been another Color Girl Convos. This has been with Christina May. Again, I will put all the information about the play that she was talking about, Queen of Sheba. All that stuff will go in the box below. Thank you for checking us out here at the Color Girls Museum, and you have a wonderful day. Look at that. Look at that. Little kitty cat's poking his head up in our video.
See the nature. It's all.
It's a beautiful thing.
Come through, kitty cat.
That is not Christina's one thing she can't live without as a color girl.